This is kind of silly. But it's okay, you all. We want to keep following up on these. This time traveler is what we want to do. Did I show this before? Because I think I did show it before. This picture looks kind of familiar. It really does. Let me do this. Did you see this picture before? Now, these ships like this, they really quite possibly could be in the sky. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that because of the role of these. Let me see. Wait a minute. Can we get this back here, you all? They got square windows at the top. They do. And alien UFOs seen attacking a city on Earth in this illustrative image. So that could, well, that's wild. It's a tad bit wild, you all. If I do say so myself, a tad bit wild, but they're going to take over all governments of the world. That might be a good thing, right? Might be a good thing if the aliens came and took over all the governments of the world in May of 23. So then we got this one TikToker. I guess he's kind of bored maybe of Ari Yormani, modern day Nostradamus, right there. Made a bold and outlandish prediction about the future, and an alien invasion may be among the tamer ones. Well, as long as they come in peace, you all. We need some peace. We really do need some peace. But this right here, I saw something like that shared in a group, and thank you to the administrator of the group, you all. Look at this. Self-proclaimed, they're coming and they'll take over all the world's governments. They're supposed to, this time traveler who claims to come from 2174, Earth year 2174, 1.2 million people. Now, how on earth is that possible? And has what he said ever came true yet? Also on the YouTube, why do they got this? With he has over 1,000 subscribers now, but only one video at the time of writing. Ludicrous claims of future events. Well, now, do you think this? Look, he said he was a real time traveler. He did, I guess. I don't even know what he's saying, you all. No, Gina, you can't play that. I'm not going to play it because I'll get myself in trouble because I don't own the rights to that thing. So I'm a real time traveler, says he. And there are major events that's going to take place. Are there major events that's going to take place? We already got some pretty major events taking place right now. We really do. And a lot of people are waking up. I don't think these events happened that he said was going to happen. April, COVID, okay, the Omega. And then we're going to have a gold rush. I don't know if we had a gold rush, you all. Did we have a Category 6 hurricane? I don't think we did. Well, that was awful fast. That wasn't a big, long, it was not a great, big, long prediction, you all. So really, can we believe it? Did this happen? Look at this. This didn't come true. Or did it? Among the claims, January 21st, an alien race known as the Noziks. Why do you think they would do that? Why is that Z there? Isn't it supposed to be the Nordics? The Nordics. The Nordics will infiltrate all. Oh, what's going on? There's what on earth? What is going on, you all? Now, those are in the sky. They really are in the sky. These right here are in the sky right there. Big, shiny, with great big windows. Yeah, I can picture those. Somebody might say, Gina, honey, that's man-made. That is man-made stuff, Gina, honey. Come on now, because this is really kind of wild. I like that graphic. I do like that graphic. I really do. But I want to see this. I don't know what happened with it. I don't. Hello. That. So why do they call them the Nordics? They should have called them the Nordics. They've been infiltrating all of the governments as of the beginning of this year. So there was a date, you all. It was earlier specified that in January the 18th, the video was being May. It was being in May. So then they followed up, you all. Let's see if they did this. Discovery of something. Serene Croin, the world's largest creature. Did we see that? Because I don't think it happened yet. So they contradicting themselves in a video in November the 6th. He keeps pushing his dates up, and then, oh, 3 times the size of a blue whale. Well, I would think that that big squid that was over the observatories in Hawaii was pretty big. I think that would probably be the world's largest animal will be found on November the 6th of 2023, 3 times the size of a blue whale. But if we think about the observatories, really, if we think about them, and the octopus, like octopus, but it's not an octopus, it was a big squid. I can't get that down here. Let me see. I want to see if we can see the squid down here, you all. Do I got a picture of the squid on here? Because that squid was pretty impressive. I don't think I do. I don't got the picture of the squid on here. But you remember the squid that we documented. I think I do got a picture of the squid. Oh, wait, right here we got it. We do got it, you all. The squid. So perhaps he's right, because we did find this 3 times the size of a blue whale at the observatories in Hawaii. And I look really excited about it. I look like I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is in the sky, you all. Some people say, Gina, honey, that's not true. Look at that face right there. Why does that look like that? It looks like 2 big opened eyes, and it looks like something in there. Look at that, you all. So that is amazing. I could say probably, you know, there probably is something. There's a great big gigantic squid at the observatories. How on earth would it just be made up when we have something like that? So he might be spot on about that, you all. Really might be spot on about it. Might be. We got to look at this, you all. We got to investigate these alien-like encounters from the time travelers. That's right. Even though, I don't know, but that might be it. 3 times the size of a blue whale. That's right. Then, but we did not have a massive, we got a massive earthquake coming, you all. A massive 9.9 earthquake known as the Big One will sink California into the Pacific Ocean. How long have they been wanting this? This earthquake's been coming for a long time, you all. Oh my goodness gracious. The sun will emit a very strange energy glow. Oh, my nose is starting to run. But it will grow 3 or 4 times larger. Right now, the sun is really big. You've been seeing the sun? Have you been seeing the sun when it goes down on the horizon? It like it's getting really big and massive, like round and stuff. And you might have seen it going pulsating like that just recently, like getting big and then small and big and small. It's like sending an SOS signal to us, or maybe the Morse code. So who knows about that? So it makes it's just going to make the plants grow 3 to 4 times larger. Where do they come up with this, you all? But look at that. So does this type of ship exist? Yeah, there are people who do have images of this type of ship. This is described. It is. It's kind of strange. Really, there has to be some kind of truth in some of this. There really does. So, the Gnostic world. How about the Nordic war? Humanity will win, but the bad news, it comes at a heavy cost. Well, we know that there's a price to pay for everything. There really is, and it's not too pleasant at times. That's what we know. It's not too pleasant, you all. I've got to, you have to look up here at the ceiling. You'll have to look up there for a minute. Yeah, because I got to, I think I must have sneezed or something. I think I must have sneezed. That's okay, you all. We can do it. Thank you for joining you all. So we want to see that. Get this down there. I want to see this, the Nordics, the prophesied Nordics. Let's just call them the Nordics. But none had happened. We didn't see nothing happen, you all. So really ask yourself, the inevitable conflict between with the Nordic aliens. Now the Nordics are supposed to have something. The blue whale, the Syrian, and the Croin, existing a legendary sea serpent. Well, we've got it. We got the legendary sea serpent right here, but he's an interdimensional being in the sky, a great big gigantic squid, could be an organic ship, which means it's a living ship. That's what that would mean, a living ship up there in the sky, doing its own thing, just sitting there, evolving in and out, going in and out of the dimension. We could say that. But then the other thing, you all, oh my gosh, look how massive this is. It's seen above a city. Well, they're not saying what city this would be seen above. Where do they come up with these? That would be massive. That would be a massive mothership. What would be really strange if someone said that's Project Bluebeam, you all, I am burning up in this coat. I'm having a hot flash and a half in this coat. I got to get it off because it's hot. It's hot in here. It's really hot in this coat. So now I've got to roll up my sleeves, and because we're supposed to be talking, whoo, we're supposed to be talking. What happened? Now we got another UFO, you all. They do. Listen, there are great big square windows in the sky because I've documented these in the sky, in the clouds, and that is no lie, you all, I promise you. What if they're showing us these real UFOs in the sky? You've seen those great big square windows, and they are absolutely massive. That's really interesting. And I'm not just saying that. That is interesting. Great big square windows in the clouds, and inside there are beings inside these windows. Why did they draw that? Do you think that it's because maybe that's the actual shape of it up there? Really? Now, I wouldn't expect it to be that big, but I guess something could be that big. But that would create an enormous shadow. There are gigantic windows in the sky in a row. And I'm not going to deny that. I will not deny that because I've seen it with my own eyes and I've documented it with pictures with my own camera in the clouds. And I did that like 3 or 4 years ago, and they're still up there. They didn't go nowhere. They did not. So stop scrolling. Well, what's going to happen this? They're going to be taking 6 people to the future? No, they're not. They're not. There was something else, you all, that it's look, the sheer, it's undeniably, however, one thing's undeniably true, the sheer level of popularity from this thing right here. But there was something else. Where was there something else? They talking about the hybrids in here is what they were talking about. But where was the Nordic War? How on earth did the Nordics get on here, you all? What was that? I don't know. Look at news. Why would a news, ask yourself, really ask yourself, why would a news channel put that on there? Why would the news put something like that on there? Think about it. Are they trying to lay the groundwork? Are they trying to wiggle their way into this UFO thing? Try to like slowly inch their way in there so that they can have their foot in the door? Are they? That's really strange. Now look at this. Who's putting out all this information? See, look at them. an alien, a hostile alien named Champion. Champion. Look, the Irish Mirror. Did we see headlines like this? You all, let's think about this. Let's think about how UFOs and aliens came into these things all of a sudden, how they came in all of a sudden into all of these talkings about. That's like, what if, well, now look, now they say a hostile alien will take over. What on earth? Is this the hostile alien's name, you all? No. There's so many things out there. I don't even know what's going to go there. I'm going to turn that back to me. I am. A hostile alien will take back the planet. Well, if they're how can they take back the planet unless the planet was already theirs? Really think about it. If the planet was already theirs, but they're saying it's going to happen in March. See, now we have a March timeline, then we had a May timeline. I think somebody's got their lines crossed. I really do, you all. So, a hostile alien. Hey, we already got hostile aliens on the Earth already. We really do. Hostile aliens. They're going to take the planet back. Take back the planet. What this? I got all these ads popping up on here. Known as the Champion. So the Champion is going to sweep down on Earth this March. Well, we're in the month of March, and it's the 20th of March right now. I'm trying to get this thing to pop up. Yeah, it's the 20th of March. So he doesn't really say what time in March, but he's only got a little over a week and a half to make his prediction come true. Are they going to say it came and took over, and we're not even going to know about it? And they came from the year 2671. What if it is? What if we're in not being told the right thing? And so listen to this. When referencing the worldwide invasion, an alien invasion, we've already got something like that. It's been here for thousands of years. It will occur in just 2 months' time. And the world will soon end, and only a handful of people will survive. Using dramatic graphics in the TikTok clip, the world will soon end. To see why they need to take his channel down if he's found lying. They really do, because you don't be saying stuff like this, because people are going to take you seriously. Really, they will. You're going to sit in there and say, the world will soon end, and they could say, well, the world as we know it. Well, of course we know the world as we know it has kind of almost ended. You got to adapt if you want to survive. But a very hostile alien species is coming to take back the Earth. Well, we got one already. We really do. I think a lot of people would say that there is a very hostile, you could say alien demonic species. A very hostile demons. Somebody could say demonic species are here on the Earth. Okay, they're going to take back the Earth, and we will not win. Another alien whose world was destroyed by the hostiles will save some of us. We'll save some of this. So March the 23rd. Oh, okay. 8,000 people. Are you going to be among the 8,000 people who will be taken to another habitable planet? Look, in the previous posts, he claimed February 6th, the 4 teenagers will discover ancient ruins, and a device will open up a wormhole, and it will transport them to other galaxies. Isn't this strange? Because these are the faces right here, really, that are seen in the clouds, just the face part. And some of if you zoom up on the clouds, they got big eyes, they do, and they got gray heads. I'm not making that up. I really am not. Looking at its face. So could you picture these faces like this in the clouds, just the heads, because they're up there. They really are, like a little gray heads with big black eyes in the sky and the clouds. But are you going to be among the 8,000 people who are going to be taken to another habitable planet? You might be. Oh my goodness, look at this Yuba. He's real time. I'm a real time traveler and the world will soon end. No. Okay, look at this. What about the 10 people getting their superpowers? He promised superpowers to 10 people, you all, and that didn't happen. And then what about the big meteor that was supposed to hit the earth in a month, and that didn't happen? So I'm a time traveler, and I'm going to inform you on Sunday in the year 2023. Look at this. A fourth person has questioned, if it's going to end soon, then how are you alive in 2671? He may say, as I said, 8,000 are taken to another planet, you all. So he was among the 8,000 people that were taken to another planet. And he just lived to tell the story, you all. Oh, no. Oh, now look. So, now look at this. May of 2022, nothing happened. Aliens would make contact with Earth over the summer last year. They did. Well, we have seen a lot of activity at the observatories. I'm not going to say we have not seen a lot of activities at the observatories. I'm not. A hacker will take over social media and delete millions of people's TikToks. People don't believe you. Let's see this. July the 7th. Humans are going to have their first real contact with an alien species called the Arzacs on the south side of Alaska. So we've got this, you all. These are people putting out these things about this time traveler, and the Earth's going to be taken over, and aliens, and it's really strange. Look at that. They have got these all over the place, you all. Look at these different things. They're really drumming it up. They're getting it going. They are getting it going. Look. India TV news, January the 27th. So they're planting their seeds. We could say that they are planting their seeds, you all. We can say that they are. Put the seeds of an alien invasion in the minds of the people, that the aliens are coming. That way, when you got something to report, the seed will already be planted in their mind. In the meantime, the observatories has a lot of things going on. When did we document this? Was on the 6th of March. March the 6th at the observatories right here. And what happened was, when this video aired, it seems too coincidental that when we aired this right here that night on the 7th, that Subaru telescope went down, and it has not come back up since. It hasn't. The Subaru telescope in Hawaii, where that footage came from, it hasn't came back up. It didn't. It's not up. They never put it back up, and here we are, March the 20th. Now, the Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes, well, they've got their things up, and I guess ran their new stuff they did, but not the Subaru telescope. Is it because it's ran by another company or something like that? Yeah. The governments and the UFOs, are they all in on the UFOs together, you all? Look at this. Look at these squid suction cups right here beneath us. This is a good video. The giant squid UFO ships at the observatory in Hawaii is spawning other ships. They were spawning in the sky, you all. Isn't that what things are supposed to do? They're supposed to spawn. So look at that, 1002-022. And then, yeah, if you haven't seen it, we got a whole squid list. We got a playlist on this channel. It's all about this squid sighting at the observatories. And it's called the squid something in Ohio. In Hawaii, there's like 10 or 11 videos about the squid on this channel, the playlist. So it's really interesting. Really it is. See, look at this. This is like, then why is this part like this showing up there too? See, these can't be normal clouds, but there are those who insist these are normal clouds. Where are we going, Gina, with all of this kind of stuff you got going on at the all over the place, you all over the place. But this is what we were talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm not. I'm supposed to be talking about the time traveler. The exact date. No, they're talking about war. They're talking about war in this one. Remember these dates. Humans may reconsider our existence of us. That doesn't even make sense. Humans may reconsider our existence of us, time travelers. That's not even the proper language, the grammar or sentence structure. So we can see it. Bogus claims. What if really, now let's do the flip side. What if it is not bogus? What if it's not? What if there truly is something to it? Because there's many accounts of people being abducted by UFOs and silver flying saucers in the sky and beams of light. You've seen it. You've had beams of light come at you. And you have unexplained time that is it's missing. You don't know what happened in the time that is missing. You have no idea because you was abducted, and you remember laying on steel tables, and some people, they took their ovum and they took other parts of them and they breeded them. They were in the breeding program. There's a lot of people like that, and they say that they've tagged humans and they've implanted things in humans. They were in agreement with these species for the technology. They did. They're in agreement with these species for their technology. So if you all you remember having a big bright light coming at you on the road, and then you got missing time, but then some people remember their encounters, they do. And then you got the men in black. Who are these people? Who are interdimensional beings? So do UFOs exist? Are they real? Are there interdimensional beings? Are there aliens and stuff? Absolutely, there is. We have too many people who have literally experienced and witnessed them. Way too many. Well, you may say, well, they're man-made. Some may be man-made, but what about the ones that aren't? What about the ones that are from other dimensions? And what if they are other races of beings that are here on this earth and in this earth and up there in the sky? What about them? Because can't all be man-made. Can't all be Project Bluebeam. No. That would be like dismissing like angels in the sky, saying angels don't exist. Well, then you'd have to say demons don't exist. You may say God don't exist. Then you'd have to say, well, the devil doesn't exist. You'd have to say all this stuff that doesn't exist. But we exist. Some people say, well, you don't exist. You're just a simulation. See, it's non-ending, you all. Okay, so we're going to see, this is March, and the time traveler said the aliens are going to take over the earth, is what they said. They're going to take over all governments of the world in May of 2023. All the governments of the world are going to be taken over in May, and it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing. Drag out the imposters that are in the governments, and the aliens are going to take over, but they might not be the aliens that we want them to be. They may not be, you all. Look at those ships. It looks pretty wild, doesn't it? Now, truly, they probably do have technology. You know, they got plasma weapons. What if the governments of the world made UFOs that look like this to fool the people? Would one say, well, it's the governments, it's the secret military things, they bred people. So if they bred people, now let's think about it. If you got clones, if you got breeding programs going on, you got half human, half animal, and they're like half animal beings and human beings and all of that on these ships. Well, who gave them the technology? Where did they get the technology? Was it from aliens? Was it from interdimensional beings? Was it from demons? Was it from somebody other than me or you? Was it from some other force? Absolutely it was. Some other force that's not completely human. That's what it was from if you see it. They got the technology from somewhere. It didn't just appear out of nowhere. They gave it to them. So was contact made? Yep, they made contact, you all. They made contact, and I think this is their way of trying to get the information out. They're planting the seeds. They are. And if you look up in the sky and you see something like this, or even the other shapes of the flying saucers and stuff, and you see a big beam of light coming down, and or you see something coming from something up there, and it literally is destroying, you're seeing the world get destroyed, the cities get destroyed. That's a real world event. It doesn't matter at that point. It does not matter at that point who created these things up here in the sky, whether it's governments, military, or aliens. Because guess what? Now you're experiencing it, and it's having a real world impact on you, and your world is going to absolutely change big time. So, yeah, it's March. Something they're going to take over they're going to take over in March, they said, and now they say it's going to take over in May. They're going to take over all the governments of the world. So somebody's got their lines crossed. They do. So I'm going to go. I am going to go, you all. Do UFOs exist? Yes, they exist. People have documented them. Are there abductions that have taken place on Earth? Absolutely there is. People have memories of it. People have missing time that they cannot explain. They have marks on their bodies. They claim that there is a breeding program going on. And some claim to have seen their children-like beings, but they're not completely human. Do you want to dismiss those people who got abducted? Do you want to dismiss those people who remember being on a steel table and having these aliens over them? Or do you want to dismiss the people who can see into the spiritual realm and they see these interdimensional beings and they're friendly? They're friendly. They don't cause them no harm, and they talk to them. Do you want to dismiss them and say, no, you're just seeing things? You can't dismiss everything. You can't. You can't dismiss it and wish it away, because there is more than this life. There's more than me. There's more than you. There's other life forms out there, and they may not exist in the form that we are. They don't. And they may not look like us. They don't. Some are higher evolved beings up there, like angels and stuff. Some are very demonic beings. Some may look just like that. They may be I don't know, non-human. They may be synthetic. It could be anything. But we got to get right on the inside of here regardless. We got to get the strength going on the inside of here. We got to get strong, you all. We do. And we got to just keep our eyes and ears open. We can be aware of what's being put out there in the news, because it's not being put out there for just to put out for entertainment. No, there's something to it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have articles as such being put all over the internet. You would not. There is something to it. Look, unidentified objects were not sending communications. Very real threat. 1 month ago, there's a very real threat to aircraft in the sky. And what about that balloon? What about it? Prepare for wave of extraterrestrial sightings in the UK. Look at that. Where to travel. Time traveler that predicts our future. The aliens will conquer the earth. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for your comments. And you may not necessarily agree with everything that I say. You may agree with everything. You may agree with a little bit. Take what you want, leave the rest. Please be respectful in your comments, because this stuff's not going away. And people truly have had personal encounters with UFOs, interdimensional beings, aliens, whatever you want to call them. They've experienced it, and they know others who have. And some people, it's literally kind of destroyed their life. Some people, it's like it hasn't, but they know they exist. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you, moderators, and thank you all again for your comments. Love you.